Welcome to the Toucan Talks podcast, brought to you by Kickstart Collective. Join us as we talk to local Wilmington business owners about what has led to their successes, challenges, and more. No question is off limits as we bounce from topic to topic.
And this podcast is brought to you by Kickstart Studios. Kickstart Studios is Wilmington's newest video podcast studio. Equipped with multiple camera angles and an in-house producer, creating a high-quality video podcast has never been easier. Don't let the tech and gear learning curve hold you back from jumping into podcasting or created video content any longer. Our team takes care of it all for you so you can focus on the message you want to share. You simply show up, record, and receive the final product. No more wasting time setting it up and breaking down the gear, setting up lights, or doing sound checks on your own. Our in-house producer will have everything set up and ready to go for you. Check us out at Kickstart Studios. Minisode. We're going to try to keep this one actually mini.
That's the goal.
First of all, is that a peacoat?
You know, I don't know. We thrifted it recently.
Okay.
I have no idea. This is the only piece that's leather, but this is leather.
Okay.
Which is nice. But
yeah.
thrifted it in the mountains. So
you're in the generation that likes thrifting.
So actually, I'm not going to lie. I was working and Gabrielle came back and she's like, I thrifted things for you. She's like, you need some newer things. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So she literally thrifted this and this shirt
wow.
here. Yeah. But I don't mind thrifting. I just don't ever do it.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, speaking of thrifting, we're going to talk about other funny things. There's the segue. We were going to do a quick talk about why being funny, nostalgic, etc., to your target demo is helpful through video ads.
Yes.
Or just videos, but probably ads. So
Likely, yeah.
Let's pick apart the most recent one we did for Mess Hall.
Yes. The Good Burger shoot.
Good Burger.
With Mondo Burger specifically.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So apparently, we all learned this in the past few months, but there was a reboot to Good Burger.
No one knew about it.
No one knew about it, but I guess maybe someone knew about it because someone brought it up. I think you brought it up.
I did. I accidentally said Friday, which I think one of the main characters is in that as well. And then Alyssa said, what about Good Burger? I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one I meant to say. But yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, well, Good Burger was popular when I was a kid. So it was
sure.
In the mid 90s.
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right.
So we have this concept of like, actually, we just kind of started with, we would like Sam to get kidnapped.
So it actually, I think originally, the original idea was to try to do something off of like the Grand Theft Auto trailer.
Oh yeah, that was your idea. I think.
That was my idea.
And then it just morphed.
It morphed into Good Burger and him being captured by the Mondo Burger boys.
Correct.
From Good Burger.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, so we were specifically like, you know, we know kind of what his target demo is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty broad because he's a restaurant, but like the people that interact on social media are definitely, and respond to that are definitely within a certain age range. We're like, this will probably hit home with them. So let's do it. So we came up with this script. You put together a hilarious shot list of, you know, different things of, you know, Sam getting dragged into the van, a van pulling out.
Yeah.
We even did a callback to Outer Banks.
Yes. The Tots versus Fries.
Yeah.
Thing we started. It was kind of like Twilight back in the day. What was it? Vampires versus Wolverines or something or whatever those things were.
You will not get any.
Luke, you watched that, right? You used to
no
always
help
watch
from
that.
me, no help from her on this one. We're not Twilight people.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so there was quite a few funny things in there.
Yeah.
But what did we do at the end of, like, what was the whole ad leading to?
Yeah. So basically, the idea was that the Mondo Burger guys were trying to prevent Sam and Mess Hall from doing a giveaway. It was all kind of leading up to a giveaway.
Right.
And the reason they did that was because it's like, hey, it was so good for business. That our theory was like, it's so good for business in these last couple of years that they've done giveaways. We're going to try to stop them and basically kidnap Sam to make sure that doesn't happen. And with that, with Sam being captured, they basically made a ransom video and basically saying like, hey, we're not going to do this year. And I'm good. Basically, I'm safe.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the premise.
Yeah.
So
And it worked out. I think we ended up having, by the time the giveaway closed, we had like 50,000 organic views on the video.
Yeah, we did.
With our local market, which I thought was awesome.
turned out really well.
We went a step further and like,
We went a step further and went on vacation.
we went a step further and shot. We happened to go on vacation, my family and Sam's family, to Puerto Rico, and shot the video of him announcing the winner as if he were in witness protection and couldn't tell like where he was living currently.
That was a nice little cherry on the top.
Yeah. So, and to see the amount of interest generated from like, yeah, if you make a giveaway, hilarious, or not hilarious, awesome, super effective. But if you make a hilarious video with a giveaway, it's like, not only are people going to remember you more, because if you enter a giveaway that's just a photo, nothing wrong with it. But if you don't win the giveaway,
it's like,
do you have like the company stuck in your head like you do with like a funny video?
Sure.
Because people came back and watched that video so many times.
That's true. And also something I was thinking about, it's like, I'm not really one to post on my social media too much, and I especially won't reshare. Like, I don't like it so much when people say like, reshare this photo for a chance to win something.
Yeah.
But if it's something I'm actually invested in and like want other people to see, or maybe my family or friends to see, then I'll actually share it.
Yeah.
So that I feel like we were able to capitalize maybe on that, just in like maybe the people that wouldn't necessarily share just because, but they might share for the chance to win, of course, but also because
there's entertainment value.
Yeah.
Like it's actually fun to watch instead of just like a photo, which nothing wrong with photos.
And that's totally
there's
fine.
A time and a place for that. Absolutely. But if you're trying to get more buy-in and more people interested and actually to think about you after the giveaway is done or after your ad campaign's done,
right?
Giving them something that's valuable. Because there is value in entertainment. Like, why else would we go to the movies or watch Netflix? Like, if we watch these things, obviously, because, we want to be entertained.
100%. Yeah.
So kind of like to tie that all up, there is value in creating something, the content in this instance that people will remember and engage with and enjoy because it is going to bring you to the top of their mind way more often than if you just have, bland text or, whatever it may be, or nothing at all.
For sure.
So do you feel like from conception to production to implementation that it was like overall successful?
I do, yeah. This one was really fun for me just to kind of be a part of and to kind of like take some lead on in some ways.
Yeah,
and
no, you definitely, you drove the whole production of it.
It was fun. It was very gratifying to kind of see it like start off as just like an idea and then kind of become to the fullness of it. So that was really fun. Got to make some costumes, which was something I'd never done before. So that was very interesting. Yeah. Made some Mondo Burger costumes because I could not find anything.
How'd you make those?
Thankfully I didn't get anything on my back porch because we rented, but I put down a tarp and we just straight up spray painted these like silver, like sauna suits.
The sweatsuit things? Like
so poor guys like Stone and the other Luke, they both were like sweating by the end of the shoot.
Yeah.
But it was a good time and it turned out well. And it was like, it didn't look great. I'm not like a costume designer, but it looked good enough for funny,
Absolutely.
But no, I think it was really good. And do we want to talk about the bold shot? You mentioned it in the other minisode, but the one we decided to go for it, and as Sam was falling, to do the camera as well.
Yeah. So Josh wanted to do a shot where kind of looked like the camera kind of gets knocked over in this like tussle, and I'm like, dude, just drop the camera. And he's like, no.
I'm like, no way, I'm not doing that.
I'm like, you can like I'll stand there and I'll make sure it falls like onto a pillow.
Yeah, and I brought a pillow.
Yeah,
I had the forethought to bring a pillow. I'm like,
I didn't know any of that was happening.
Really?
Neither did I, but we were good.
I watched it and I was like, I'm gonna need someone to explain why this was an idea and how this happened.
So
you can't really hear Laura, but
we never told Laura.
She's not in the loop. And you know what? She didn't need to be. It's not what her. It's just not her thing. Well, like,
boys video,
Yeah, this is the boys stuff.
Owner of the company doesn't get
Nope.
dropping the camera.
No. So we take our camera, and I won't say how much the whole rig's worth.
It's a nice video.
It's a lot.
Camera. Yeah.
And so he has this idea to do this shot with, it's on a monopod and it falls over. It looks like there's like a struggle.
Yeah, and like Sam's falling out of his chair.
Yeah, and it goes with him.
One of the boys pushes him.
Yeah, which is an awesome shot. But I will say the first time I was like, yeah, Josh, I'll definitely catch it. Don't worry about it. And then I was like,
I'm like, action. And they're like, okay, da da da. And we push him over.
And I'm just not paying attention.
Great shot. And I'm looking over at Luke and he's just like, I wasn't ready to catch it. But luckily the pillow, we did a couple practice runs. So the pillow
was fine.
Pillow was in a good spot.
Yeah, the pillow was in a good spot.
And it was our most plush pillow at the house. So it was good.
Yeah. But sometimes you got to risk it,
And it was worth it. I think this shot, it was one of my favorite shots of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely worth the risk. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
the
Sterling worked the rest of the video budget is less than the cost of the camera.
yeah, well, less than a third of the cost of the camera, really. But
totally worth the budget. Yeah, the budget. Yeah, come on. Yeah,
it's okay. You know what? It all worked out.
Yeah,
I did catch it the second time.
You did.
Yep.
I think I actually ended up using the first one though because it was so nice.
Because it was so much better.
It was perfect.
Yeah. All that to say, I think that making something memorable and funny goes a long way, especially if you can connect with your target demo.
Yeah, and I think there was enough nostalgia there for people looking for that connection kind of to the childhood with those like funny movies back in the day. And to me, like it felt like it was, we made it a point enough because in the beginning, our first kind of iteration of it, I was thinking when I was writing the script and stuff, I'm like, well, this is a funny video, but are people going to understand what this is? Are they going to understand how this connects to this thing we're trying to, say with Good Burger?
Yeah.
And I went in there, actually watched the movie back and like got a couple little lines from there and kind of tied that in. Yeah. And I think that helped kind of sell the idea too.
100%.
So,
and I think something that we don't need to forget about is like, since we've been consistent working alongside Mess Hall and making these videos, like we're creating our own nostalgia. Like when we're doing callbacks to prior videos and prior campaigns,
true.
Like people catch those little Easter eggs and are like, "Oh, that's funny." Like you calling me the tot daddy.
Yes,
and
that was your idea. That you had the idea of them hitting him
French fries
in the face with the fry.
Yeah,
and that was smart. That was clever with the callback to the Outer Banks.
Yeah, but it's something that if you can develop like a consistent program of like, hey, we're going to create this content, whatever it is, quarterly, that you can really build something that caters to your demo and your target demo that's really interacting with you will 100%. Remember these things and they'll think it's funny. So you're kind of creating, your own nostalgia in a sense.
For sure. It's true.
Give people something to watch, something that's entertaining.
Yeah. It'll probably have a lot more legs than just something that's kind of just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's about it. I think people should do that. And we love doing that. So call us.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, by all means, if any other people want to hire us to do videos like that, we'll be right there.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Yeah. We love doing the funny stuff.
Yeah.
So make some funny stuff this year.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Toucan Talks, brought to you by Kickstart Collective. If you loved this episode, be sure to subscribe wherever you watch podcasts and follow Kickstart Collective on Instagram at Kickstart Collective.